Hi, I'm Kristen Maldonado from Pop Culture Planet. And Josh, I'm so excited to talk to you. I've been following your career for a really long time now. So I'm really excited about Scream 6. So happy for you. And I just can't wait to dive into it.
Thank you, Kristen. Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it.
Of course. So, first of all, I just want to hear about what it was like joining the Scream legacy. Were you a fan of the franchise before coming in? What was it like, kind of like as a newcomer on set?
Absolutely. Whenever you're a newcomer on set, it's kind of like starting at a new school. And they were a family before I got there, but they really, really ingratiated me with open arms. Like they just brought me in. It was as if I'd gone to that school for years. And joining this franchise is an honor. I remember exactly where I was watching Scream One. I got a text from a buddy when casting was announced. He immediately shot me a text. He's like, "Bro, do you remember that we were together for Scream One, and now you're in this movie, man? This is crazy." And it's like, I know, and it's pretty nuts. So it's an honor. I'm very, very lucky that they let me come play and they gave me this shot.
I'm curious, like, how much do you guys know about the script going into it? Like, are they very tight-lipped with like who's the killer and all that stuff? Do they change things up, or do you kind of know everything while you're filming?
While we're filming, we know everything. Before we shot, we had gotten the whole script. But throughout the process of locking this down, they're really tight-lipped. Those first pages that I read, all the names are changed. And then I meet with them in person via Zoom, but I meet with them, and at that point I knew a little bit more about the character, but I'd yet to read the third act of the movie. And then later on, after a few conversations, I was like, guys, I need to read the script, guys. I have to know what's happening here. They sent it to you, and then we actually get to commiserate and compare notes. And I get to set, and I'm asking them questions, and it was all really fun to put all the pieces of the puzzle together.
Were you surprised, or were you like, ah, it makes sense?
Absolutely. That's one of the best things about this franchise and about this script is the twists and turns that it takes and the surprises that you get to be a part of. And for me, it was all a surprise. So just knowing where we all end up, it's a very, very cool journey, I think, for Danny.
We're both New Yorkers. I know you're
Oh,
up in New York. Um,
absolutely.
and I can't tell you how stressful those subway scenes were watching. I was like, the minute you got packed in, anybody could come and shank you. You know, like it happens.
Absolutely. It feels
So
like a Halloween night, right? If
yeah.
as I know you spent some Halloween nights and running around the city as I have. Ooh, shooting those scenes. Even though I knew it was acting. Ooh, it felt very, very real. Very real being
Yeah.
on that packed subway. The day we walked onto that stage, our set decorating team was incredible. There was no detail that was forgotten on that set. Just the right amount of grime in the tiles, you know?
No, it's true.
Just the
It's
right amount of gum stuck on the walls. Everything was perfect. I'll remember that day forever because we all walked into that subway station and were just floored. The train was a real moving train. We all have videos and pictures just running around with our faces all lit up. That was a really, really fun scene to shoot. And I wasn't able to be in that bodega scene, but
mhm,
that bodega scene is a very real New York moment, okay? We
mhm.
all know what that would feel like if you're eating on a Sunday morning, all of a sudden Ghostface walks in and interrupts your chopped cheese. And
You're like,
I,
hey, wait, wait in line. Oh,
yeah,
wait.
exactly. Wait live, bro. My man can't take four orders at one time. Chill, okay? Wait.
You're also part of one of the most brutal scenes that I think that we've seen in the franchise with the ladder and everything. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like filming that day?
It took a few days to film that scene, because, when you're doing stuff like that, you're shooting it from the street, you're shooting it from inside the apartments, you're shooting coverage inside the apartments. That was a grueling and amazing experience to shoot that scene because me and the girls are forever connected after that. I'll tell you that by day three, day four, day five, I was scratched and bruised up. These shoulders were tired from opening that ladder 100 times, but it does not compare at all to what the girls went through. Because if you watch that scene closely, they're doing all that stuff on the ladder. And when
Wow.
Ghostface is shaking the ladder, that's them up there. Their bruises, their scars, their scratches, they're very real. They put their bodies on the line for that, and it forever will be a squad after that for sure.
Everyone's a suspect in Scream, but you've really come through in the end with those reinforcements. What can you tell us about that, and maybe what that could mean for Danny in another film?
I know. Danny's intentions are pure, and when when they decide to go to the theater and she tells him, you can't come with us, you told me not to trust anybody. I'm sure it breaks his heart. He's in love with Sam, and all he wants to do is protect Sam. That's his MO, right? So getting to have that moment at the end where I come in with reinforcements is a really cool. I felt very good, very warm inside, very fuzzy.
Hmm.
Um, and then we'll see what happens with Danny in seven. We'll see where it goes. I hope
Yeah.
I hope he stays pure. I don't want my man to get all messed up here. You know what I'm saying? He's in love. Don't
Hmm.
taint that. Don't taint that, Bobby. Don't taint that.
And I gotta say, I heard some of the interviews you've done saying like, oh, you'd love to see a musical for Scream 7. And I saw On My Feet twice on Broadway. Like I'm a huge fan, and Melissa Barrera also had a huge breakout in the Heights. Like, you guys, you have the chops, and like, if anybody could do it, it would be you guys. So like, if you could, what would be a song you might want to sing in a Scream musical?
I mean, do we go with after everybody is killed, right? Just laid out. Ghostface just swipes everybody, and all of a sudden you hear like Danny come in. He's like, "Get on your feet." Ba-da-bum, ba-da, and everyone's
Yes.
just like slightly looking up, being like, "Not now, Danny, not now, man."
Yes, I love it. I mean, you got the potential for duets up in there. Like, oh, that
Come
would be.
on,
I'd love to hear.
we can
And
do Wrapped. Remember Wrapped? Maybe we do Wrapped. Ghostface is walking around the city. Everybody's just getting wrapped up together. A real nice flowy number. Everybody in their Ghostface garb, flowing in the wind. That'd be really sweet.
I would watch it. I would love it. And they've done musical numbers in the in the Scream franchise before. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary. And now, I gotta ask, it's no secret that horror has, notoriously over the years been a very white space. But one of the things I really love about the Scream relaunch is that it centers around Latinos and Black characters. And, as a Puerto Rican actor coming into this franchise, like, what does something like that mean to you?
It's my heart. My parents came to the States. They came to Florida after they graduated from the University of Puerto Rico from La UPI. They were giving pharmacists a couple extra bucks if you were bilingual. My mom learned English when she moved to Florida. And, they had me, and my parents have had my back my entire life. They never, ever made me feel like I couldn't accomplish anything. And for that, I'm forever grateful to them. So to be at a Scream premiere in New York City and to be FaceTiming with my parents beforehand and to see their joy and their pride because I'm happy. I'm there with my wife, with my baby sister, who's not a baby, but she's my baby sister. It's not lost on me. And to everybody out there that has my back, gracias por todo. Gracias por tener mi espalda. Pa'lante. Off we go. Like off we go.
As a fellow New York Puerto Rican, I'm so proud of everything you're working on. I mean, Scream, She-Hulk, the other two, and now you got the big door prize coming up. Just you're killing it. So, I'm really, really happy for you.
I really appreciate that. My grandfather used to work at the New York Health and Racquet Club on Central Park South right there. And he was cleaning towels and doing maintenance over there. And my dad's from the Bronx. So
Mine too.
off we go, like this is for everybody. This is for all of us.
Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!